to start. I'm very excited about it. It's not the Direct that I wanted, but I'm still excited for a Direct from Nintendo, because anytime that there's a Nintendo Direct, there's surprises, you know? And I'm definitely looking forward to the surprises that we'll get. I am making a couple of predictions. First off, I'm predicting that we will get more than one new character. One of those, I think, is going to be a character from ARMS. I don't know which one. I would assume Springman, but who knows? Aw, thanks, Joel. Another character that I'm predicting, and that's only because of the rumors that have been swirling around. But another character that I'm predicting is Simon Belmont. Simon Belmont is the character from Castlevania, and I actually considered, just like while we're waiting for it to start, just playing some Castlevania, but then I would have to switch my monitors around, so I don't think that's gonna work. But Simon, like, there was a recent story about some music in the game, or some music on the website was renamed to, let me just turn the music down for myself. Some music in the game, or on the website, was renamed to Blood, Tears, and Monsters, or something like that. I can't remember. And there's been rumors that Simon Belmont is going to be in Smash Brothers for a couple months now. So, like, that really seems to solidify that. Now, who knows if that's true? I mean, I know that the website changing the name of the song inexplicably, that's true. I don't know why Nintendo would telegraph that other than just to give people more stuff to talk about. I'm not sure. But I think Simon Belmont is probably going to be one that's going to show up. And this is really interesting. If we look at here, let me see if this is going to work right now. I didn't even think about this. If we look at the current roster for what's the word I'm looking for Smash, we've got Kid Icarus, we've got Mega Man. If Simon Belmont, hold on, I'll approve it, but next time just say angry. If Simon Belmont shows up in the game, then we're only two major characters away from this. Alright, because we've already got Kid Icarus, we've already got Mega Man. If we get Simon Belmont, then we would only be two characters away from having the Captain N cast. And I would love to see the Captain N character become part of Smash Brothers. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? And I don't remember the woman's name. I think her name was Lana or something like that. Like, she would seem to me like an assist trophy, because I don't remember her doing much in the game or in the show, but really it was mostly about Captain N doing everything, and then his buddy, his dog. Joel Mead says Sakurai is upset with Waluigi trolling. He decides to remove Wario. Yeah, well, there you go. Fisto is predicting story mode. See, now we've done story mode before. With the Subspace Emissary, and that was fun, but, like, for me, that was not a core part to the game. I didn't really care too much about whether or not that was in. It just gave me a little more fun way to unlock the characters. Now, they did say that you're going to be unlocking the characters in a fun way. That could mean a story mode. So who knows? When is the Direct? The Direct is in 15 minutes. 17 minutes, sorry. Hey, Mikey, what's up, man? So I think Simon Belmont is a pretty good chance. But then again, Nintendo always does this. Like, they get the rumor mill going, and then they shut us down. Like, it shows up and or whatever comes out, and we're like, oh, the thing that everyone thought was a lock didn't happen. And right now, I think a lot of people feel like Simon Belmont is a lock just because of the name of that song being changed. Joel Mead says, I'm actually excited and looking forward to all of the unlocking. Yeah, me too. I like unlocking characters. That was one thing about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. That really kind of irritated me. I didn't have characters to unlock. All I had to unlock were like very few things. Like, I played through it on the Wii U and I unlocked everything. And then when I picked it up for the Switch, just because I wanted to be able to play it with the people on the Switch, like like all that stuff came unlocked, and that was really disappointing. Because unlocking stuff is fun. Now, I don't know what the solution is, because if you make it so that you have to unlock it, then there's going to be people who are like, well, but I wanted to just start as my favorite character. I already unlocked everything once. Why should I have to do it again? And I think the way that Nintendo could get around that would be to make everything locked and then have a secret code that you could input to unlock everything. But you could also go through and unlock things in a traditional way. I really do like the way that Sakurai had said, I believe he said that we'll start with a very small roster, and I believe that they said it would be the original, was it 8 were the original characters? We had Mario, obviously, Link, Donkey Kong, Bowser, Sheik? No, was Sheik in it? I can't remember how it went. The original, like, what was the original cast? I'm gonna have to look that up. Thank you for the bits, that gamer style. I don't know why my. Hang on, while we're waiting for the direct to start, let me go ahead and I'm gonna drop this down to 720p. All right. I'm going to see if I can figure out what is up with my alerts, why the bits are not coming through. So here we go. We've got my alert box. It's loading very, very slowly. And I'm going to test bits. See, now that worked. How come it's not working for you? Let me go into the settings real quick and see if there's like a minimum, which I wouldn't want to do a minimum. Minimum bits. Oh yeah, there's a minimum bits. That's stupid. Alright, save. There, it should work now. Will they replace Bayonetta after the Evo snafu? Well, I certainly don't think that they will... Oh, rebalance. Okay. Will they rebalance Bayonetta? You know, I don't know. I don't know about the Evo snafu. Can you explain exactly what happened there? I'm curious as to how that would work, or what happened. But will they rebalance? I think that if a character is overpowered, then that character will be rebalanced, I'm sure. Let me think for a sec. Just because just because a lot of people are saying that a character is overpowered does not necessarily mean that they're overpowered. There could be ways to get rid, to counter a character that people haven't figured out yet. Now, with Smash 4 having been out for quite a long time now, you would think that by that time they would have like people would have figured out the counter. So maybe Bayonetta is overpowered, and I'm not a competitive player. I'm a filthy casual, so I really don't know much about that. Like, I don't follow that stuff. But if Bayonetta is overpowered, I would like to think that they would rebalance it and try and fix the meta. Mikey be playing. Let's use different words in the future, okay? Hey, Rez, what's up, man? People were upset that top 3 were all Bayonettas. They played with booze the whole time, and half the crowd walked out. Wow, half the crowd walked out? What is up with my alerts? I don't know what's up with my alerts. Let me see if I can fix it, though. I'm going to switch to a different alert system, which is really easy to do in Streamlabs. So I will switch over to a different theme set. I will use my Clearview. Save settings. It's okay, Mikey. Rez TV, what's up, man? What are your predictions this morning, Rez? Are you at work? You just got into work? See, most of the year, things happen while I'm at work, and this just happens to be one of those times where I'm not at work, so lucky me. All right, Res TV says, thinking that we will hear about single player and get a couple of character announcements. I don't know about the single player or not. I'm 90% sure that we will hear a couple of character announcements. I think one of them will be a character from ARMS, and one of them will be a character, or will be Simon Belmont. That's my predictions, though. Although it's not really my predictions. I mean, half the internet is predicting that. Dreadlock, thank you for the sub, man. Here, my hype hat. I don't know where that is, so I will wear the mini hype hat. Thank you very much for the sub using Twitch Prime. Oh man, Rex, that would be awesome. That's right. I forgot about Rex. Yes, Rex would be fantastic. Especially, yeah, because now they have Ice Climbers. They're bringing Ice Climbers back so they can do the connected characters. It would be fantastic if Rex could be out there with, you know, his sword, and Pyra is on the sword, or is leashed to the sword and doing the attacks and stuff. And then he could switch out to bring in another character. I think that would be really awesome. Thank you very much for the sub, Dreadlock. I very much appreciate it. Guys, we are 8 minutes away from a Nintendo Direct, from the Nintendo Direct, and I am excited. They could add the blades as separate fighters, like the odd Pokemon trainer, but they're moving away from that, I guess. See, I feel like it would be more like, what's the other dude from Xenoblade? Got him over there someplace. I can't find him. Huh. See, I think it might be more like Shulk, where, you know, he pushes a button and switches into his different arts. I think that would be really cool. Super Nintendad, thank you for the resub, man. I appreciate it. Rest in peace, Waluigi. I'm holding Waluigi right here, hoping that he gets released. But you know, if they brought in Rex, I think that he would be more like Shulk, and that would make sense because they're both from the same series. Hey, Super Nintendo, thank you very much for the resub, man. 3 months, that's awesome. Now, the last time we had a Nintendo Direct feature, like, focused on Smash Brothers, this character was released. And I thought that that was really, really cool. And it's not something that I saw coming. So my question to you guys, in these last 6 minutes before the game, before the Direct starts, do you have any characters like this where you're like, okay, this is a character that nobody saw coming? Anybody have a prediction for a character that nobody else is really talking about coming to Smash Brothers? I'm really curious about that. Shovel Knight. See, a lot of people have been talking about Shovel Knight before, though, Rez. But I agree that would be awesome to have Shovel Knight in the game. Hey, Shabru. Okay, that gamer style, I don't know why it flagged your message. You just spelled Waluigi wrong, unless that's a word that I don't know about. Yeah, Duck Hunt was a huge surprise. I was a big fan of Duck Hunt. C Nelson 118, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Man, welcome to the Secret Squadron. Thank you so much. Yeah, Duck Hunt is actually one of my favorite characters in Smash. I think I have the... Yep, it's right here. Here we go. There's my Duck Hunt amiibo. I was a huge fan of Duck Hunt. He is really, really fun to play. Fantastic character in Smash, too. And I love this amiibo, too. Look at that amiibo. Yeah, oh, that's a really good one, Super Nintendo. Ryo Hayabusa. That gamer style, how do you sub? It costs money, that gamer style. So if you look up at the top of chat, there should be a button to subscribe. But if you have Amazon Prime and you connect your Twitch Prime or your Twitch account to it, then you get the ability to sub for free to your favorite streamer. Hopefully me. How long are the directs usually, Mikey, be playing? You know, usually they'll tell us roughly how long it's going to be, and they haven't yet, so who knows. But I'm going to bring it up on the screen. And let me move my mouse out of the way. Awate, thank you very much for the bits. Every bit counts. I appreciate it, man. All these subs and bits, I'm gonna have to keep wearing my mini hype hat the whole thing. Anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. Yeah, I think that's probably safe. What's with the RIP? What about Rabbids or Captain Toad? I think Rabbids... maybe. How do you pick one of the Rabbids, though? I don't feel like they really have decent personality that comes through. They're just annoying. You know what I mean? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I was thinking Rabbids... as in the stupid the Brutals from Super Mario Odyssey, not the Rabbids from Mario plus Rabbids. I think that those would be good Echo characters or alternate skins of the characters that we already have, like Rabbid Peach or Rabbid Luigi. Like, I think that would be awesome. Rez TV has a wonderful point here, though. Captain Toad can't jump, and how do you play a character that cannot jump? when you have to make sure that you're staying on the platform, you know. Mikey be playing. Thanks for the 2 bits. Every bit counts, man. I'd much rather have Rayman. Fair enough, Super Nintendo ad. I think something's about to start. We just had like my screen flash here for a second. All right, everybody. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers that whoever it is that you want is somebody that we get. And I'm going to shut off the music, and we got a new cheer from Super Gamer. Thank you very much for the bit. Every bit counts. Some of the demons from Doom. I don't see that happening, Dreadlock. It's definitely something that nobody else is talking about, but I don't see that happening. Okay. Any minute now. Sometime today, Nintendo. King Hippo. You know, I saw somebody else post something about that on Twitter. I think that would be cool. And it would be awesome to bring in a character from Punch-Out to go along with Little Mac. The only issue for me with King Hippo, the only issue for me with other characters from Punch-Out is that most of those characters, Shabru, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Secret Squadron. Most of the characters from Punch-Out are really awful racial stereotypes, and I feel like of all of them, King Hippo is the least racially insensitive character. Shub, thank you so much. Doshin the Great. I don't know who Doshin the Great is. See, I had to look and make sure it was still playing. It is. It's still playing. It's 10:01. Yeah. That is why you don't look at the regular chat. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. Yep, there you go. Simon Belmont. That's cool. That is really cool. Yep, there you go. So there you go. The leak is true. Oh, that music. Throws the cross. He throws out food, that's awesome! What's the phrase gonna be? Yes, I'm definitely going to pick up his amiibo. Hey, what am I doing?
Be gone!
Oh.
You don't belong in this world, monster!
What? This is surprising. Richter Belmont and Simon Belmont. So they must be echoes. They must be ectos. Echoes, not ectos. Not those horrible drinks from the 80s, the Ghostbuster themes. Ecto Cooler, that's right, love my Ness.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. This is a follow-up to our recent announcements about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yes,
Without
that was the
further
first
ado,
one.
The legendary vampire hunter from the Castlevania series, Simon Belmont, is finally joining the roster. He's been given a bit of a makeover. His signature item is, of course, his holy whip, the far-flinging vampire killer. It leaves you open to attack, and it's a bit slow, but I think its average reach during normal attacks is longer than any other fighter's. He can move the whip freely.
Oh, that's awesome.
His
Just
special
like in the
attacks
game.
are very recognizable. The Axe, Cross, Holy Water, and Uppercut. While they may seem simple, they are very powerful. And his final smash is called Grand Cross. Simon's stage is none other than Dracula's Castle. It's the darkest of stages in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
That stage does
When an
look
attack
good.
hits one of the candlesticks, an item will appear.
There's Shulk.
In this stage, bosses from across the Castlevania series will rear their ugly heads. They make Dracula's castle feel true to the world from whence they came.
Now I want to play more Castlevania.
And when speaking of Castlevania, you can't forget to mention the music. For this stage, we will incorporate 34 music tracks, including new and classic
Wow.
tunes. The Castlevania series is very popular among our music team, and they were excited to work on these arrangements.
Now we know
Once
why.
in a blue moon, Simon's immortal rival will appear. Dracula. Reborn every 100 years, he is eternally fated to wage war against
didn't see
descendants
this.
of the Belmont clan. Under what conditions will he appear? Time will
Oh,
tell.
it's not a character. Okay.
Now, for a brand new assist trophy. Alucard, son of Dracula, will lend his steel in battle. He wields the Chrysogrim, transforms into a bat, and dodges attacks by assuming mist form. He's very similar to his starring role in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Like other assist trophies, he's susceptible to attack and KO as well. Nevertheless, he'll prove to be quite challenging. And we have one more fighter for you.
Okay, so that's 2.
The vampire hunter who starred in classics like Castlevania Rondo of Blood, Richter Belmont, joins the battle. Richter is an echo fighter based on Simon. Though his strength is the same, his look, voice, and animations all set him apart. Besides, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version of Simon can perform moves derived from Richter in his original games, so it's hard to say who's really echoing who. I hope you'll enjoy them both.
That's interesting, but they said we have one more character. Does that mean that that's
I'd
it?
like to introduce 2 more echo fighters from completely different series while we're on the topic.
Oh.
Please take a look.
Oh, Crom, okay.
Not bad!
I like Crom in Fire Emblem Awakening. He's cool. Is he an echo of Marth?
Anything can change! Ether!
Oh, Lucina. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, there are a lot of Fire Emblem characters. Dark Samus is just a reskin. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care about the Dark Samus edition. I would like the amiibo though. That's cool. Like, I'm curious as how the Dark Samus plays differently. Is it just the skin?
Chrom and Dark Samus join the battle. You may have seen this coming. Both fighters have been highly requested.
You know who
They're
else
each
has been
slightly
highly
different than
requested?
the fighters they're based on, so pick whoever you enjoy most. As you can see, depending on your settings, you can either display all Echo fighters separately on the fighter select screen or stack them with the fighters they're based on. When stacked, you can switch between them with the press of a button. This time, we plan to reveal the design of every fighter before the game launches. We'll have a few more to announce later, so stay tuned.
So we're going to have more characters to announce
For
today.
stages, we're mainly including returning favorites. Allow me to introduce some of the stages we haven't shown before.
I always liked the Pokemon Stadium stage. This stage is kind of forgettable. That's pretty cool. I love Kraid in the background there. No, you can't switch in the middle of the match, gamer style. You pick your character at the beginning. You don't switch in the middle of the match. See, my son doesn't really like this game. Oh, I love this. I love this stage. The Waluigi stage. But I'll be playing this with the community. Oh, there we go. Oh, I've always been a big fan of it. I'm just not competitive. This stage looks fantastic.
We put a lot of effort into enhancing the look of the stages and rebalancing them as well.
Wow, those look
That
so
said,
much better.
for stages that originally appeared in the Nintendo 64 game, we prioritized nostalgia, intentionally keeping the classic look.
Oh, it's
The
awesome.
stage total is turning out to be pretty impressive. Let's compare it to the totals in previous games. Now the total number of stages is, voila,
my
103. We must be crazy. If we exclude Battlefield, Final Destination, and Big Battlefield, we'd have exactly 100. But take a look at the stage select screen. Every stage can also be transformed into both Battlefield and Omega forms, so the total number of stages is actually more than 300.
Wow.
All of these stages can be played in 8-player battles, and they are all available from the beginning. Additionally, you have the option to turn off stage hazards. When you're looking for
I
a change
love
of
that.
pace and don't want to be interrupted by hazards, select this option for a less chaotic experience.
I like this stage. I hated the Yellow Devil.
Also, the order of the stages matches the order in which they were introduced in the series, just like the fighters.
Oh, that's cool.
Regarding stages, we have a little surprise. Please take a look.
Whoa.
Check that out. While playing, the stage can transform around you.
That's awesome.
But first, you must select the stage morph option.
Oh, I
Then,
will always
you can
use
pick
that.
2 stages on the stage select menu.
Oh,
Feel free to choose any stages you'd like.
thought it would be
and have
random.
fun.
that would be crazy if it were random. I like that.
For the player who wants it all, My Music lets you select specific tracks for each stage, and this feature is making a return. Until now, each stage had its own set of music tracks, but this time, the tracks are organized by series instead. For example, as long as you're playing on a stage based on the Legend of Zelda series, you can pick any of the tracks included from that series. Now for the total number of music tracks from stages.
And this is why
This is also ultimate.
it's like 80 gigabytes or some stupid crazy number.
Oh wow, more than 800 tracks. And if we count other types of music, like menus and fanfare, then there's actually about 900 compositions. If you played them all in a row, without looping or stopping, there's more than 28 hours worth of music.
Holy cannoli.
These game franchises are a big part of video game history, and the result is a massive library of memorable music. All of this packed into one game. This in itself is extraordinary. Of course, there's a sound test menu as well. For your browsing pleasure, we've sorted all of the tracks by game series.
That's so cool.
It's like having an album for each series. If a track has no corresponding fighter or stage, or if it's from one title rather than a series, it can be found in the Other section. You can create your own playlists too. Sort them in any order you like, anytime, as much as you want.
That's really awesome.
In handheld mode, you can play music while the screen is turned off. It's kinda like using your Nintendo Switch as a music player.
Yeah, I wonder what the battery
A
life is
huge
on
variety
that.
of music has been collected for the game, and you can sample some of these tracks on the official website. We're planning to add selections basically every week, so please stay tuned.
Hey, Raz, that's awesome.
Some of you may have experienced the game already, but I'd still like to show you some things about the multiplayer battle rules. Now the first thing you will select is the rules. If you create your own rule set, you can immediately begin playing with those rules at any time.
Oh, that's awesome. I hated it that I always had to change it.
In addition to time battle and stock battle, stamina battle is now treated as one of the standard Smash modes. There's
cool.
a different feeling of intensity in these battles.
More traditional fighter.
This time, stage selection comes before fighter selection. This way, you can pick a fighter based on how well suited they are for the stage. Or let the last battle's loser pick the next stage to even the odds. In sudden death, you not only start with 300% damage, but the camera will steadily zoom in. This creates a nice sense of urgency.
That's cool. I like that.
Chargeable final smashes are now a selectable option. During a match, your final smash meter will fill, and then, once it's maxed out, you can use a weaker final smash.
Oh. That's really interesting. Then you don't have to chase
When
down
you
the
apply this
ball.
option to a match, things can get really flashy.
I love how many
If you're up
options
for
they're
a
giving.
party, please try it out. By the way, no two final smashes will happen simultaneously. There are other additions to the battle modes too. We've added in Squad Strike. It's a 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 elimination style battle to decide the winner. Each player will use 5 consecutive fighters in one battle, but it might be fun for multiple players to take turns as well. We're also including Tourney mode. Choose the number of players and CPU participants, and the game will automatically structure a tournament
See, this
bracket.
is cool. I hope that there's an online version
Up to
of this.
32 players can join the tournament, so it's great for parties too. we're adding a special Smash mode called Smashdown. After a battle in this mode, the previously selected fighters will no longer be available to use in the next battle.
That's
So
cool.
each player must select a different fighter.
If you can do all of this
It definitely
online,
pays off to be skilled with multiple fighters. You could also strategically pick a fighter your opponent is good with before they can. The new training mode will feature an exclusive stage. We've displayed a grid so it's easy to measure distance and more.
that's
You can
brilliant.
also display launch distance. The red line predicts your trajectory at 0% damage, and the blue line is for 100% damage. The fighter's weight is factored in at the moment.
I
of
agree,
impact.
Dreadlock. Or Deadlock, sorry.
The single-player mode, in which players battle against a series of fighters, will return in the form of Classic mode. Each fighter has a set series of stages and opponents they will face.
Is that what you guys wanted? I don't think that's what you guys wanted.
Now, let me introduce you to some new items, Pokemon, and assist trophies.
I like the banana gun. That's awesome. Oh, that was really cool. Oh, that's awesome. Did you see that? You pick up a mushroom and their controls are reversed. That's a weird looking Pokemon. Oh my god, you can climb on that. Can you knock those coconuts down to hit people? Oh, my son loves Mimikyu. See, I don't know Pokemon very well. So, like, I know that there's probably a lot of people who are like, oh my god, these are amazing. And I'm like, I don't know who they are. Especially the newer ones. Oh man, that Ditto is cool.
Back to
Whoa.
base.
Oh, I thought Zero was a character for a second. Yeah, all I know is Gen 1. Who is Nikki? Shovel Knight is an assist trophy, so there you go, man. We're not going to get Shovel Knight to play with. The moon, that is awesome.
All of them can be considered special guests, and another powerful one has just arrived.
Oh, that's right. What am I doing? Okay, thank you. Love my Ness. I have not noticed that, but I'm going to look
From
for
the
it.
Monster Hunter series,
Monster Hunter.
Rathalos swoops in.
That's
He appears as a
very
boss.
surprising.
But he can also show up as an assist trophy. Actually, he's the first character to appear as both. Before we
Yep.
go, I'd like
I
us
see
to
him
take
now.
a quick look at the main menu.
Did you see the little mail icon? There's something blurred out there. What is blurred out?
As you can see, there's a mysterious mode here, but we can't talk about that just yet. Also, there's a dashboard on the right side of the screen. This can be accessed at any time by pressing the ZR button. Options and control descriptions are listed here as well. That's all for today's announcement. The entire development team is putting all of their energy into finishing the game, so please be patient until launch day.
The screen
Thank you
shaking.
so much for watching.
Why was the screen shaking? King K. Rool? That, I did not predict that. I like his belly bounce. Oh, look at that. See, I think we got one more. Is there one more? Because I felt like he said stay tuned for after for one more. Well, there you go, guys. It's all over. The double psych out trick. That was a pretty damn good direct. Again, I was hoping for I was hoping for more stuff in the from I was hoping for a direct involving other franchises, but as far as a Smash Brothers direct goes, I think that the characters that they announced were really cool. Overall, I think that they did a good job. Put on some music. There we go. The 800 music tracks in the game. That's why the game is so big. Like there's I can't remember exactly what the reports are, but there's reports that the game is like, I don't know, I think it was like 50 gigs or something like that. I can't remember what it was, or maybe it was 20 gigs. It's huge. Whatever it is, it's huge. And something that I wish that they would do is say, have the extra music as free DLC, if that makes any sense. If they have the extra music as free DLC, then they could make the whole game smaller and then still allow people to download that music for free if they wanted to. And I think that's really important on a portable system. Love My Nest says, definitely getting the cartridge. I'm already overloaded. Hopefully most of it's included on the cart. Casual Cleric, the Direct just finished. You missed it by like 2 minutes. All right, so here's what I want to know from you guys. What are your favorite announcements? What were your favorite announcements in this? Because I'm definitely curious as to what you guys thought. For me, I think that the Simon Belmont looked really, really cool. I don't care about the Dark Samus at all. Yeah, I'm with you, Rez. The Castlevania content looks fantastic. And then there were a bunch of Echo characters. And then King K. Rool was cool. But I think Simon Belmont, I think the Castlevania stuff is, for me, what was the most interesting stuff. No, Casual Cleric, it was only stuff for Smash, so you didn't miss anything. If you don't care about Smash, then you didn't miss anything. What does that mean? They have bosses in some levels. So like, I can't remember the stage on the Wii U, but there's a stage on the Wii U where, well, actually, there's a Metroid stage on the Wii U where Ridley shows up, and that's a boss. You know, so that's what they're talking about, Rez. Casual Cleric, what a waste. You're very frustrated. How come you're frustrated? I mean, I definitely want to hear about more stuff that they have coming at the end of the year, which Mr. Kimishima had said that they were going to do. And I also want to hear more about the online. But what are you frustrated for? Just because you don't care about Smash? Like, is that the reason? Yeah, the Amiibo announcements, it's really strange that they didn't include them, but I think that they didn't include the Amiibo announcements just because they knew, look, this was, I don't know how long it was. Well, oh, okay, it's 10:30 now, so it was about a half an hour. And if they included Amiibo announcements there as well, then that's just kind of wasted time, because everyone knows that we're going to have Amiibos of all these characters. Casual Cleric, I really supported their decision about the E3 presentation. I think this is a misstep. Just because we got a Nintendo Direct now, Casual Cleric, that doesn't mean that we're not going to get another one in September for other stuff. If you listen to the most recent episode of the podcast, I spent about 5 or 6 minutes talking about this in particular. This is not the Direct that I wanted. The Direct that I wanted would outline their strategy for online. It would explain all of that stuff, and it would also lay out what is the second half of the year going to look like outside of Smash Brothers and Pokemon, because Mr. Kimishima said we should expect that they have not announced every game that's coming out this year yet. And that's the direct that I wanted. Now, even though I didn't get the direct that I wanted, I still enjoyed watching this one, and there were some really good surprises, and that's why I get excited about Nintendo Directs, because Nintendo Directs, there's always a surprise of some kind. I did not see King K. Rool coming. Castlevania, I totally saw coming. I thought that we were going to get an ARMS character, and we didn't. And, you know, everybody was hoping for this guy, and they were disappointed by that. And that's what half the internet looks like him right now, shaking their fist at the air. Let's see. They should have done a different presentation now and then do a full Smash Direct. Yeah, I think that the Smash Direct should have come later instead of coming prior to the September thing. See you later, Mikey. Thanks for stopping in, man. Have fun with your taking your kid to the first day of school. No worries, Mikey. Love my Ness. I imagine the next Direct will be focused on Nintendo Online, so I worry we may not see a new game announcements for a bit. Well, Nintendo Online comes out in September. When in September? I can't remember. Nintendo Online. When does it start? It just says September 2018. So we got the rest of August and maybe all of September. Maybe they won't bring it out until the very, very end of September. And then, you know, in that amount of time, I think that we could get another Direct. Res TV says we'll get another Smash Direct before the game ships. I completely agree. I also think that what we will also get is well, that's a weird thing to read. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Another thing that I think that we will get is a, you know, other Directs. They're going to tack on Smash Brothers stuff at the end. So there'll be a Direct for the Nintendo Online thing. They'll finish talking about it, and then they'll have another character reveal. Hyrulean Julian, has Nintendo ever done a general Direct within days of a more focused one? I don't think within days, but pretty close to each other. They've done Directs really close to each other, but for the most part, no, they space them out. Casual Cleric, all their eggs in one basket. Yeah, it does feel like that. I agree with you there that it feels like that they are putting all their eggs in one basket, and I understand that it can be really frustrating when you're like, why aren't you talking about the other games? Because if you don't care about Pokemon and you don't care about Smash Brothers, you're looking at Nintendo and you're like, what the hell is going on? I want to play something at the end of the year, and I don't want it to be either of those games, so what are you going to do for me? And with Nintendo saying, look, we've got more planned that we haven't told you about, like, everybody's like, well, why aren't you telling us about it? Now, if they had called this a Nintendo Direct and then had it all Smash Brothers stuff, then I would be just as frustrated as you. But with the fact that they came out right out in front and said this is a Smash Brothers Direct, it makes me say, well, okay, you know what? They told us ahead of time what we could expect. This is kind of like with the Labo announcement. When they made the Labo announcement, they're like, we've got a very different thing coming. It's not what you expect. This is going to be really strange. And then when we saw it, we were all like, what am I looking at here? They told us that it was going to be weird. And for this one, they told us that it was going to be Smash. So I feel like it's okay. And that's just my opinion, though. So, all right. I'm curious, to those of you in chat, is there anybody out there who was on the fence before they saw this Direct, and now after watching the Direct, you're all in? That's a question for you. Casual, I'm not surprised. I feel the same way when I heard about it as I do today. Yeah. And I'm with you. I was hoping that we would hear about something else, but I didn't expect it. I was definitely hoping to hear about some other game. RPG reruns. No, just more hyped for it. See, I'm the same way as you, RPG reruns. I am now more hyped for Smash than I was before, but that's going to die down. And I feel like Nintendo with Smash Brothers, like when you look at what they did with Wii U and the 3DS version, they would make an announcement, the hype would start to die down. They'd make another announcement, the hype would start to die down, and they kept repeating that over and over so that people would keep talking about Smash over and over again. Res TV, high hopes but low expectations. They really have put a lot into this game. Like it's pretty crazy. The idea that they announced it at E3 and it's going to come out in, when was it? Was it December? December 2nd, I think. That's good. That's the way you're supposed to do it. That's what Bethesda did when they announced Fallout 4. And you know, don't announce these things so far in advance. And that, you know, that also gives me hope that we're going to hear an announcement. And they'll be like, and you can download this, or and you can play this game or whatever game it is that they announce in a month. There is a lot going into this game. I just wish that there was, for the downloadable version, I wish that some of the music was free DLC, so that I didn't have to download everything onto my Switch, because this is the kind of game that you always want to have in your Switch, and you never want to have to go looking for the cartridge. And for me, I think it would be much better if it were a little bit smaller, because I think, let me look this up real quick. Smash Brothers Ultimate file size. Yeah. Okay, so this is from July 17th from Nintendo Wire. They said that at least 16 gigabytes are required. And this is according to the Japanese My Nintendo store. So 16 gigabytes is, like, if you have nothing else on your Switch, that's half of your Switch storage. If you don't have an SD card, that's half of your Switch storage, which is crazy. What really surprised me was that last photo reveal. I thought they were just trolling the internet with that one. The last fighter reveal? You mean the one with, you mean King K. Rool? What made you think that that was a troll? Like, I think a lot of people have wanted King K. Rool in the game for a really long time. Although, as somebody who really didn't get into... Oh, the double take. Right. That's right. I forgot about that. How did I forget about that already? That was hilarious. And then with King DDD just kind of laughing about it. That was pretty great. Deadlock, I'm not sure what you if you dropped a link or something, but if you want a link, if you want to send a link, just send it to me. We do a whisper, and I'll look at it. You know, Love My Nest, I don't think that you're going to be getting Waluigi. As much as we all want Waluigi, we're not going to get him. He's an assist trophy. Is there precedent for a character coming out that is an assist trophy and becoming a character in the same game? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think that we're stuck with him as an assist trophy. It is fun hoping. You know, he's so tall and gangly. I think that he would have a really cool looking moveset. You think the direct schedule is a problem post E3? I think that what they did at E3 was a problem, honestly. They spent too much time talking about Smash at E3, and they could have been talking about all those other games that they showed. And now the E3 has been in the can for what, 2 months now. We really should be hearing more from Nintendo. And for them to double down and say more Smash, I can understand why that would be frustrating for a lot of people. And it is frustrating for me as well. Well, I found it to be a fun thing to watch. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Look at this, guys. Thank you to Deadlock. Can you post that in the Discord, Deadlock? I've got my Discord window closed right now. This is Nintendo of Europe releasing alongside the regular edition on December 7th. That made me think it was July 12th. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Limited Edition contains a copy of the game, a Nintendo GameCube controller, Super Smash Bros. Edition, and a Nintendo GameCube controller adapter. So, if you want all of that stuff, that's posted. Thank you very much, Deadlock. I appreciate it, man. No price on that, though. What was the price? Did they say? They did not have a price. But look at that. That's a cool box, too. See, now, I am not somebody that thinks that I need to use a GameCube controller. Like, I don't care about that. Although I do have a GameCube controller back there, like, right behind me. You guys can see it. It's sitting right there on top of my GameCube. Alright, there it is. But I'm not somebody who needs a GameCube controller. I never really cared about that. When I played Smash on the Wii U, I just used the Wii U Pro Controller and was fine with that. Just saw from Amiibo News on Twitter that all the characters from today's Direct will be getting Amiibos. Yeah, that's not a big surprise there. Gotta go. All right, thanks, Super Gamer. Thanks for popping in, man. And thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Let me just check something real quick. I'm going to go to Amazon and do a search for Smash. Let's see if there's anything showing up there. Let's look for Amiibo. None of the new Amiibo are showing up on there. That's fine. I'm sure that they will do an announcement at some point. Well, anyway, I think that overall. Oh, okay. Let's talk about the modes real quick before I go. The 5v5, I think that sounds really fun, and I'm excited for 5v5, where I get to pick 5 characters and you get to pick 5 characters. The other mode that I thought was really cool was the one where as you play, the characters are no longer available. That sounded like a really fun way to play as well. Love My Nest says, I feel like the GameCube controller feels a lot more like the Pro controller, just the button sizes are different. Res TV, I like the mode where the characters are removed. Yeah, me too. I think that sounds really cool. Exactly, exactly. Now, how many characters are we up to? And my god, the number of stages in the game. That's insane. 103 stages in the game. That's going to be crazy. And I like that stage morphing thing. I wish that the stage morphing thing was a random thing. Where you could just say, alright, I'm just going to always use random and it will continually morph through the different stages. I think that that would be awesome. Yeah, so we got Simon, Richter, Dark Samus, Chrom, and King K. Rool. So that's 5 new characters today. Smash Bros. Ultimate number of characters. So there were 68 with 5 more. So now there's 73 characters. 73 characters in Smash. All right, I'm doing a little conspiracy theory kind of stuff right now. If there's 73 characters in Smash, and you're doing the mode where you are continually getting rid of characters, and let's say that you're playing it with 2 players, then you need an even number of characters, or at the end, somebody's going to be, like, somebody won't be able to pick a character. So if that's the case, and we've got 73, we've got at least one more character, and my guess is that it has to be an even number of characters, right? 100 including all Echo versions? I don't see that happening. Like, you have to have an even number of characters. So with there being 73 characters, we have to have more characters coming. Although, did I mishear him? Because I feel like I heard him say that we will have more characters to announce. RPG Rerun says 80. Wow, 80 characters. That's crazy. Can you imagine how difficult that is to balance? No wonder Bayonetta is overpowered. A nice round number. That's right, it's round on the top, it's round on the bottom, it's round on the side. I feel like I heard him say that too, Hyrulean Julian, but I'm not positive. Okay, the official website now has all of the new stuff. So we've got... Oh, 67. I must have... Okay, so maybe there's 3 more characters to reveal, and that'll bring us to an even 70. Three rounds? What do you mean 3 rounds? Oh, 3 rounds for 80. Yeah. It does include the echoes, because Richter is right here as an echo. And who else is here as an echo? I'm pretty sure that there's also another era echo character. Who's the other? Okay, there's Daisy as an echo as well. So yeah, there's echo characters on there. Change order. Display by series. Look at that. That's so cool. But it doesn't count them. Wait. Simon is 66. Oh, okay. Simon is 66. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 times 3. So 20 times 3 is 60. 3 times 3 is 9. No, that's not right. Oh, so 69 characters. So that means if they just did one more, right? If they did just one more character, then that would bring them out to 70. Did I do that right? Did I do the math right? It counts Pokemon Trainer as 3 characters? Does it? Where is it? Oh, okay. 33, 34, and 35. Yep. Very interesting stuff. Well, I gotta say that even though it's not the direct I wanted, I thought it was a fun one to watch. So 72. Well, whatever it is, it's the most crazy number of characters in any game ever, I'm sure. So they could do 80 by the end, I guess. Well, you know, here I was saying that they have to do an even number. What if they came out with 85 of... Actually... What if they came out with 83 characters because Nintendo released the Famicom in 1983? Well, the Echoes basically have the same move set. Their animations are just different. So, like, their hitboxes are the same and things like that. Well, anyway, guys, I've been streaming for an hour and a half just talking about this stuff. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to wrap this up. I have something to post to the Patreon, another Patreon bonus episode. Not about this, but... You guys are awesome, and that was really fun to watch that. And I'm gonna take this video and push it over to YouTube so people who missed out on the beginning can watch it over there. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.